The North Lawn. Ed, thank you. Secretary of State John Kerry is carrying the ball for the administration, negotiating with his Russian counterpart and other diplomats in Geneva. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen is traveling with the secretary.
After meeting with UN envoy Lakhdar Brahimi, Secretary of State John Kerry made clear the resumption of peace talks in the Syrian civil war can only happen if the U.S. and Russia first make progress in their talks here, which are aimed at the dismantling of Syria's chemical weapons arsenal.
And we are committed to try to work together, beginning with this initiative on the chemical weapons, in hopes that those efforts could pay off and bring peace and stability to a war-torn part of the world.
On Thursday, Kerry's negotiating partner, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, rebuked America's top diplomat for making a quote-unquote extended political statement. Today, a subtle shift in tone from Kerry was evident, as when he grouped the Syrian opposition forces, which the U.S. supports, with the Assad regime in his complaints about the conduct of the war.
Our countries, our presidents, are deeply concerned about the death toll and destruction, the acts on both sides, all sides, that are creating more and more refugees, more and more of a humanitarian catastrophe.
Lavrov stated flatly that the Assad regime has joined the Chemical Weapons Convention of 1997, but a UN spokesman said only that that process had begun, and the head of the UN spoke of Bashar al-Assad eventually facing justice, even if he does give up his banned stockpiles.
He has committed many crimes against humanity, and therefore I'm sure that there will be surely the process of accountability when everything is over.
A senior administration official said the U.S. and Russian delegations are now closer to an agreement on the actual size and scope of Syria's chemical weapons arsenal. Accordingly, the two sides have agreed to extend their discussions by another day into Saturday. Meantime, an aide traveling with Secretary Kerry told me he and Foreign Minister Lavrov have the ability to talk straight with each other, while the technical advisors huddle in smaller working groups, and that all of this has created a, quote, real opportunity to move forward. Brett?
James Rosen traveling with the secretary in Geneva tonight. James, thanks.